So as we start this conversation off, I need you guys to do me a favor, because we are adults, because we've created a level of success in some things that we've already done in life, you kind of have an idea of what you think, how to make this business work. I need you to do me just one favor. If you could humble yourself for 30 days, this could change the next 30 years of your life. 30 days of just coming in, just being able to be new. Because what we do is not hard. It's just different. Right. But we have a system to walk you through it. We have an understanding of how to make it work. And you're about to hear from one of the gentlemen that came in this particular company and was able to build an organization, build himself an asset that's paying him, at a minimum $100 a day, but he really brings in more than that because all those other bonuses kick in too, right? But understand that business happens just from coming in, learning a system, then you implement it, then you teach it. I call it getting lit. So today we're going to get lit. We're going to learn, we're going to implement, then we're going to teach. Nice. Because it's all about teaching somebody else how to create that level of success. I have so much respect for this guy. I mean, he's a true heart of gold, loves helping people, and he would rather hurt your feelings than hurt your future. So he tells you just like it is. He wants to be sure that you get it, but he wants you to be sure that you can understand and teach the others. And that's none other than my good friend, who I call my other brother, Dr. Sean T. Hill. Dr. Hill, are you on the line, sir?
AKA the third Harden. What's up? How you feel, man?
Doing better than amazing, brother.
Excellent, excellent. Well, before I let you get away with that, guys, I mean, Chuck Harden has been just facilitating everything that we've been doing all morning long. And he didn't even let you guys know that he built an $80,000 annual asset in less than 8 months. He didn't tell you all of that. I guess some of those people that he don't want to know all of his business were on the line. And so he omitted the fact that he is truly one of the people that's instrumental in building the FAST organization that he's talking about. And so when you look up leadership, especially when it comes to home business, when it comes to income shifting, I'm telling you, there will be a day you will look that thing up and his picture will be there because of how many people he's blessed in the very short period of time that we've seen this thing. So if anybody deserves love on this line, let's give that COVID clap right back to Mr. Chuck Harden.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, brother.
Oh, man, love you to life. And I'm not going to keep you guys long, man, because one of the things that we've done is we've taken a look at what it is we did to have that success out of the gate. And what I mean by success, I mean small things, but took a group of people who really have never had major success, maybe one or two, but for the most part, never had major success in this business, took a bunch of people who were new to the industry, and in one day, executive director, $5 daily guarantee. 5 days, senior director, $600 monthly residual income. 28 days, area director. 33 days, $30 a day. Somewhere around 45 days, $50 a day. Somewhere around 86 days, district director, shy of the 90th day, $100 a day. And the reason why this happened was not because we did anything special or different. What we did was we looked at the awesome plan that the Extra Digit movement and the Power Builder movement already had going, and we dumbed that thing down. And we dumbed it down to the point where if I was the person getting started in it, I would have felt like a borderline idiot if I couldn't execute it. That's what I wanted to do to myself so that I could make super sure that people that don't have any time, how many of you guys know I used to call them busy, but how many of you guys know some people busy being broke? And so how many of you guys know some people that are truly productive in what they do because they produce in their career or in their business at such a high level, they don't have a lot of time. You guys know some people like that? Mm-hmm. Also want to put something in place for the people who are cash strapped. This business really only requires a little bit of effort. It really doesn't require a lot of money. Yeah, we say $119 a month, but I'm gonna show you some things in a minute that'll help you get to $150 a month residual. How many of you guys would agree that $150 a month is more than $119?
Yeah.
And so we are immediately about to teach you how to make your business free or self-funded. Is this making sense?
Yep.
It's business. And what we did, we made it so simple that shy people can do it. How many of you guys know some people that don't like to talk to anyone? Matter of fact, if they were sitting in a room with you and they sneezed, you get scared because you didn't even know they were there. We have a system in place for introverts like me. People think I'm extroverted. No, I do this for the money. I really rather not speak to anyone. I'd rather be in my room playing my Xbox. Yes, I do have one, and not talking to anybody. But for some reason, that never got me a check. So here we are. How many of you guys know some introverts like me? Or introverts like other introverts because you don't believe me, right? And so we have something in place for those people who don't like to speak out loud, who don't want to be in the forefront. This business does not require any of that. But what it does require, we put in a roadmap. And so all I'm going to do over the next few minutes is share our roadmap to making wealth real with you. And if you take this simple roadmap seriously, you can honestly beat every number that we just talked about, hit every goal that we just talked about, even faster over the next 90 days than I did in the first 90. And the reason why I'm confident about that is because we know the mistakes that we made. We know the kites that we chased. We know the frustration and how we let it affect us. We knew all of those things. But what we also have done is we have become excellent at making sure you don't have to go through it as well. And so let's just talk about starting. Guys, on this team, we achieve our goals. We don't just set them. See, a lot of people are professional goal setters, but very few are professional goal getters. We produce goal getters on this team. You'll see that in our checklist. But before you roll, you need to fill in your website. Funniest thing in the world is people that tell me that they're about to kill this business and don't know how to sign people up. Don't even know where to go to do it. So make sure that's not you. Write that thing in immediately. Write your password that you set up to get into your business center down immediately. I tell people you should check into your business center daily to see what happened. And then if nothing's happened, guess who has to make it happen? The awesome person in your mirror. Here's the equation that I was taught by Brian Bean that I will keep in my mind and in the forefront of my face for the rest of my career. Exposure plus education plus execution minus explanations minus emotions is what equals enrollments. See, guys, we don't get people in this business. We don't even really sign them. We don't close them. No, we enroll people into a process and into a vision that'll last for the rest of their career. See, nobody wants to be our couch or our car payment. No, you ever have somebody call you up and you knew in your heart of hearts they were trying to get you?
Mm-hmm.
You knew that they were setting you up. Well, guess what? They know it too. Now, your expert, your upline senior director, your area director, maybe your district will teach you the language and those skills that'll pay your bills. But what I want you to get is the mindset. And so if we're focused on enrolling people, not getting them, but enrolling them through a process that will get them to the other side of money, they'll feel that too. So with that being said, all we do is expose. I talked to CEO of MWR, Brian House. The first thing he told me, first time we got to talk after he heard a conversation, income shifting conversation I had, he said, the thing I love that you say the most is we invite everybody and let God sort them out. Guys, that's all we do. We invite everyone to see the conversation. I invite everybody to come learn with me. And then I let God sort them out. Trust me, however they showed up, 9 times out of 10, that's who they're going to be when they leave. I want to take some pressure off you. Even if you're somebody that's actually having the income shifting conversation, if you're presenting, it's not your responsibility to get them in. It's our responsibility collectively to expose. If they came negative, Trust me, 9 times out of 10, they're going to leave negative. If they came to the conversation saying, I ain't doing nothing different, chances are they will make that happen. However, if they come to the conversation looking for change, looking for a shift, they will find one. Is this making sense?
Mm-hmm.
But don't waste time trying to figure that out. Just invite them to come learn with you and let God sort them out. If you can do that, give me a thumbs up. Excellent. Education is what we do as presenters or speakers on the conversation. We're going to educate them on what income shifting and this financial makeover is. Then when they decide to be partnered with us, on one side, the experts with MWR are going to execute when they upload their stuff. We're going to teach them how to upload their stuff if they need that. Most people don't need it. By the time you talk to them the next day, they already uploaded a bunch of stuff. They already know what they're trying to fix. But some people will need you to help them do that. So MWR's experts can go to work. And on the other hand, we help them go through the checklist that we're about to go through. That's what we do. If you understand what we do, expose, educate, and execute, give me a thumbs up. This is what we don't. You don't have time for a bunch of explanations. Come learn income shifting with me because it's strategies everybody should learn to move more of their money back into their pocket so their money can make money. It's all the explanation a person's gonna get from me. If that doesn't give them enough and they're not at a space in their finances where they need change, I'll come back to them. Put that in your notes. You can always come back to them. But don't, while we wasting time explaining the one, we could have actually exposed 10 others. Is this making sense?
Yep.
Yes.
And understand this, the brain doesn't understand the difference. So if you have 10 conversations with one person, the brain only knows you had 10 conversations. So why not have one conversation with 10 people? Which one has the biggest impact and gives us the biggest opportunity to enroll somebody?
10 exposures.
No time for explanations. And guys, no time for negative emotions. I want you to put negative in big, bold letters. Some of you guys have known me a long time. I'm going to bring high energy to everything I do. Positive emotion is all I can offer you. If you don't get positive emotion out of this conversation, I failed you. I'm sorry. Come back. Give me another chance. But that's all I have for you right now. So somebody told me urgency plus excitement will give me incredible results. Set yourself on fire. People will come to watch you burn. But here's the emotion you don't need. Stop acting like they're telling you no. Here's why my energy stays high. When a person says yes, my check grows. When a person says no to themselves, my check grows. No matter what I do, my check will always grow. Every no gets you closer to a yes because you're doing something. Stop carrying negative emotion. Is this making sense?
Yes.
Don't bring your job emotion into it. If you had a bad day, you had a bad day. When you start your business day, you get the clock in. We give you guys a business secret. This is our focus for you in this conversation. We want to get you to $5 a day, daily guaranteed pay as quickly as we can. Somebody asked me why.
Wow.
Why?
So that at 5 o'clock Eastern, 4 p.m. Central, 3 p.m. Mountain, 2 p.m. Pacific, you can get a text message and know that it's time to start your day. It gives me every day at 5 o'clock, I get a hard interrupt. No matter how crazy it was with the kids and the administrators and education, at 5 o'clock, I am reminded I will make $100 in my business regardless of what they did. So now I can give that excellent energy and that excellent emotion to everyone else that will contribute to that number going up. Is this making sense?
Absolutely.
I just want to give you a little bit, but because the checklist is simple. You're gonna, and I'm bringing someone on who's mastered teaching it. He's mastered the maxes, not only from the standpoint of using them, but teaching them. So I don't get to fly through that part, but I want you to understand the mindset that drives what we're talking about. Is this making sense?
Yes.
Yes.
People say to me all the time, well, Sean, I say the same things y'all saying. Well, you think you do, but I might be saying, have you ever heard of income shifting? And because you haven't challenged your emotions, you might be saying, have you ever heard of income shifting? You said the same words, but did you say the same thing? Absolutely not. And so it's not what you're saying. It might be how they're received because we haven't looked at our emotions. Is this making sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And so with that being said, I'm going to move through the rest. Here's what you need to define for yourself. Answer these two questions. First question, to make my business worthwhile, I am willing to build it to blank per month. That's the first question I want you to ask yourself. The second question you need to, or the second thing you need to fill in and answer, I am building this business because. Guys, right there is where you need to put your why. Now, why is an acronym, WHY. Here's what it means. Y'all ready?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
What has you up late at night watching infomercials, praying this will work because you haven't achieved it yet? It also means what hurts you every time you think about it because you so want to get it done and it has not gotten done. What hits you in the gut like a body blow every time you think about it because you committed to it and didn't make it happen? What helps you? What would help you from this business get to these things that will do what you need done? And most importantly, for most in business, what haunts you? What are those things you'll never be able to do again? Is this making sense? Those opportunities have passed. Ever talk to somebody who had a chance to get that Google stock or had a chance to be a part of Apple or had a chance to, thought Yahoo was some chocolate drink and just passed on the thing and now they're kicking themselves? What haunts you? What is that thing? And you never want that feeling again. Is this making sense?
Yes.
That's what you put in that blank. If your why does not make you cry, it's not big enough. Here's the other thing. Find out how much it costs. Because if you could get it with your job, you would have already gotten it. If you could have got it with your traditional business, it'd already be here. Is this making sense?
Yes.
Yes.
I make sure that my why is something my job can't get me, so I don't prioritize my job in front of my things that can get me to my why. Now, I'm not saying I don't work my 7:45 to 3:45, but at 3:46, they no longer have my attention. Because I have to focus on the things that are going to get me to my why. Is this making sense?
Mm-hmm.
Here's when you know you might be off balance. When you do overtime instead of doing your private Zoom. All right, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. And so you fill in those blanks, and now the checklist is simple. Our short-term goals. We're going to help you get the 5 QFDs in less than 30 days. How? I'll tell you in a second. But what it generates is $150 a month. Who can use $150 a month extra? Then we're going to focus on helping you and them get to 15 qualified financial directors in your first 30 days. Why? Because how long do you want to wait to get to $600 a month? That's $20 a day. Can anybody think of a bill offhand that might pay? Just checking. It's like having a relative move in and start paying the bills without moving in. It's a beautiful thing. And trust me when I tell you, because these are your other friends that do home-based business cannot get the $600 a month residual with 15 partners. We are unique in that regard. Is this making sense? Yeah. Everybody you know that says, I do something like what you're doing, yeah, but it doesn't pay the same, I promise. They have to get a lot more than 15 business partners and one customer to get to $600 a month. And then our focus within the first 90 days is to help. Now, here's the thing. I'm putting days on this. Don't give yourself pressure. This is when I help somebody get started. I work with them as if I want to help them get to these goals. Is this making sense?
Mm-hmm.
If it takes you a year to get to $2,000 a month, how many guys would be excited about that? I just know success loves speed. So we're going to help you get the 50 qualified financial directors with you and your business partners as quickly as we can, because we know $2,000 a month is helpful. An extra $24,000 a year is a pay raise most people can't ask for.
Mm-hmm.
Am I making sense so far?
Yes.
Yes.
And so I think I pulled up the wrong one. So let me do this really quickly. I'll show you mine. And so here's what it looks like. Same stuff. Everything's, I just, I filled in my stuff, my password, none of your business. And I want y'all all in my business talking about, yeah, IRS, he made. so yeah, I filled in my blanks. I never want to punch a clock again. That's coming soon. And I'm starting fresh with you. And so here's what you need to do. Look in your email. Do a search in your email if you don't have your MWR pay card and get that. You're gonna find an email that says MWR Financial at globalewallet.com. Make your order today. Why? You might transfer your money directly to your bank, but I always break off 10% from my card just in case I'm out and about and somebody sees me and they need to see that logo real quick with the Visa on it. Is this making sense?
Yes.
I'm just saying, I've actually closed more business partners with the pay card from my company than any other card in my wallet. Is this making sense to you guys? I put myself in the best marketing of spaces as often as I can. Then you want to host your grand opening. Schedule 2 private Zooms with your senior director or above today. And guys, I hope you notice mine are today and tomorrow. So as soon as I'm done, I am still inviting for the one I'm doing and having my mentor do for me today. Richard, be available. I'm just saying. I didn't get a chance to ask you because when I was about to ask you, you said, oh, we got to train in the morning. So then from there, it's Money Max, Tax Bot, Credit Max, Bill Shredder, Equity Max, Wealth Max. I'm not going to go through those things because like I said, you are about to get a thorough explanation of how to do those things. You want to stick around for that. But understand these things, I did these things in about, Money Max, I had to file my taxes. However, had I filed my taxes, everything would have been done in a day. Everything could be done in 2 hours. Some people have gotten it done in an hour of focused energy. Is this making sense?
Yep.
Yes.
This doesn't require a lot. It just requires focused energy. So then from there, our focus is to help you get the momentum bonus. This company will not only pay you $50 every time you enroll someone, but you enroll 3 personal qualified financial directors in your first 30 days, they're going to add another $150. The reason we focus you on 5 is so if anybody decides to change their mind, it does not affect your money. Is this making sense?
Yes.
Yes.
What you want to do is look at your start date, new people, and then decide your momentum bonus deadline date. For those of you that are not new, congratulations. This is your start date. The date you need to put in there is February the 28th, 2021. We are going on a 30-day run. Richard, Chuck, and myself decided we're going to sponsor 5 new people and teach 3 of them how to get their $5 a day using the same thing that we use, which is the roadmap. Is this making sense?
Yes.
Okay, great. And so that's going to also get you promoted to executive director. But then to get your daily guaranteed pay, you need 1 personal customer to trigger that $5 a day. So you need 3 to 5 personal qualified financial directors and 1 personal customer. But just like we know it's 3, but we're going to focus on 5. Well, we're also going to focus on 3 customers. We're going to focus on helping you get 3 customers. Now, what do I mean by that? Just invite everybody to the Zoom. How many guys heard Mr. Harden say earlier, number 2s use the membership. Number 1, sign up as qualified financial directors. Everybody heard that?
Yes.
And so if you invite them to the income shifting conversation, God will sort them out. The number 2s will end up being your customers. The number 1s will be your business partners. Get great, become excellent at exposing. And so the second page is my favorite. because it's the accountability sheet. And what I love the most about the accountability sheet is it removes all doubt. And here's what I mean by that. Here's what we figured out. If you peak and pass 50 people, meaning you pique their interest, find out had they ever heard of income shifting, and pass them either to an expert or pass them directly to the income shifting conversation so that they can get this financial makeover, 15 of them will show up, minimum. You expose 15 people to this conversation, 5 will sign up. Guys, put this in your notes as I close. It's a numbers game. Don't waste any more time, effort, or energy trying to get it perfect for most people who are average. You do not have to have an excellent conversation. You do not have to have a perfect script. None of that matters. A lot of us are in this business right now, and we were introduced the weirdest ways possible. But that didn't stop us from partnering. Is this making sense?
Yes.
Not for 1 second did we allow that to hinder anything. It's all about exposing, giving the invitation, piquing their interest, and they'll tell you where they are. Is this making sense? And
Yes.
so focus on piquing 50. I don't know how many people you'll have to speak to actually turn those conversations into conversations where you're talking about income shifting and getting the opportunity to invite them to meet someone or see something. I don't know. Your mentors will teach you the language that they're using to get you there. My focus is, regardless of how you get them there, once they get there, if they're at that point in their lives where they're ready for that financial makeover, they will get that financial makeover. You can't mess that up. Is this making sense?
Yes.
However, here are some words that don't work. Meeting. Don't invite me to a meeting after I've been in meetings all day. This little thing I'm doing, I don't want to do a little thing. I'm only after big things at this point in my life. Don't diminish your business so they can feel comfortable. Opportunity. Everybody's offering one of those. If you don't want to be treated like those other people that's doing those other things, make sure you don't sound like them. Right. Fair enough?
Right.
Yes.
And so I'm going to get out the way because I'm super excited about you guys learning how to master the maxes. And we have the Max Master